Hello and welcome to another online session with Teacher Nick. Today we are going to be learning about simplifying fractions. I hope that you guys are ready, so let's begin. Alright class, let's begin today's lesson. We are busy with simplifying fractions. But before we can begin with that, we need to understand what a fraction is. A fraction is part of a whole number. And the best way to visualize this is with pizza. Over here we have a whole pizza, but our pizza is sliced into 8 equal parts. And we can say that 8 parts make up a whole pizza. We can write that as a fraction as 8 over 8. But what happens if we're talking about just one slice of pizza? Well, we could write this as a fraction as 1 over 8. Let's take a closer look at this fraction. On the top part of our fraction, our 1, we have our numerator. At the bottom part of our fraction, our 8, we have our denominator. Our numerator is the number of parts that you have, whereas our denominator is the number of parts in the whole. The line separating the two is basically a division sign. Look at our fraction wall. At the top, you can see that 1 whole takes up the most space. 2 halves make up 1 whole. 3/3 make up 1 whole, 4/4 make up 1 whole, and so on. But if we look at 1/2 and 3/6, we can see that they take up the same amount of space. They are equivalent fractions. What are equivalent fractions? Well, they are fractions that have different numbers, but their values remain the same. For example, we have 3 over 6, which we can express as 1/2. But how did we get to 1/2? Let me show you. 1/2 can be shown as a block divided in 2. But if we take this block further and we cut it up into 6 equal parts, you can still see that 1/2 takes up the same amount of space as 3 over 6. Therefore, we can equate that 3 over 6 is equal to 1/2 and that they are the same amount. To better understand equivalent fractions, take a look at this video. Now that you have a good understanding of what fractions are and equivalent fractions as well, let's begin with simplifying them. Let's take our previous example, 3 over 6. We need to factor the top and bottom numbers, which means we need to find what two numbers multiplied together equal that number. Let's begin. 3 is easy because 3 is a prime number, and the only factors of that means it is 1 and itself. So, 1 multiplied by 3. 6, the factors are 2 multiplied by 3. Now we can see we have two fractions, 1 over 2 and 3 over 3. 3 over 3 forms a whole fraction, which means we can cancel it out, because 3 divided by 3 equals 1. What we are left with is just 1 over 2. Let's take a look at this example, 9 over 15. Let's factor the top and the bottom numbers. The factors of 9 are 3 multiplied by 3. The factors of 15 are 3 multiplied by 5. Again, we have a grouping of a whole fraction, 3 over 3, which we know we can cancel out to form 1. The remaining numbers are 3 over 5, and this is our answer, 3 over 5. In this example, things get a little bit more complicated. We have 18 over 21. Let's factor our bottom number first. The factors of 21 are 3 multiplied by 7. Both of these are prime, so we cannot factor them any further. 18, on the other hand, we can factor to 2 times 9. 9 is not a prime number, so we can simplify this further. The factors of 9 are 3 multiplied by 3. Let's rewrite our top formula. 2 multiplied by 3 still equals 18. But now we have a grouping available. 3, and 3. This means we can cancel them out to form 1. 2 times 1 times 3 is 6. 1 times 7 is 7. Our answer is therefore 6 over 7. Alright, are you guys still with me? But now we get to the easiest and the quickest way to simplify fractions. And to do that, we need to find our greatest common factor, or GCF. What is the GCF? Well, let me tell you. It is the highest number that can be divided exactly into 2 or more numbers. So let's apply this logic. Let's look at this example on the screen. We are going to try to simplify it using our greatest common factor. 6 over 12 can be simplified using greatest common factor that divides into both the numerator and the denominator. So what factor goes into 6 and to 12? You guessed it, 6. 6 divided by 6 is 1. 12 divided by 6 is 2. So our answer is 1/2. Easy, right? I thought so. Take a look at this more complicated problem using greatest common factor to simplify. We have 27 over 54. And we know that a factor of 27 is 9. Same with 54. So let's divide both of them by 9. 27 divided by 9 is 3. 54 divided by 9 is 6. But hold on, is that a simplified fraction? No, we need to keep simplifying. So we divide again. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So our final answer after we kept simplifying is 1 over 2, or 1/2. I hope that this video has been helpful for you guys. If you have any more questions or comments, please let me know and I'll be happy to help you. Until next week, see you then. Goodbye.